Well, this is it. Here comes everyone's favorite characters from the world of Warner Brothers: Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and all others in their second actual attempt, but not overall attempt into the world of live action. Here's my review of Looney Tunes back in action. Yeah, this is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, Doc. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Noel, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2003 live action animated comedy flick Looney Tunes Back in Action, released by Warner Brothers and directed by Joe Dante, the second fully original theatrical feature from, well, filming the Looney Tunes franchise. And of course, this was from a screenplay by Larry Doyle, which that's spelled differently than my own. The film stars Brendan Fraser along with Jenna Elfman and Steve Martin. Plus, in supporting roles, we have Timothy Dalton, Harry Locklear, and Bill Goldberg. Now, the plot parodies action spy film conventions and follows Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck as they become intertwined in a plot by the Acme chairman to transform the world's population into subservient monkeys using the blue monkey diamond. They accompany an aspiring stuntman and Warner Bros. Executive on their journey to thwart the chairman's plot, which doubles as a mission to rescue the former's abducted father. The film was released on November 14th, 2003. This film unfortunately bombed at the box office, though, as much as I hate to say it. Well, it sort of bombed, but well, it actually kind of did. It was just a disappointment. It underperformed, becoming a box office disappointment, a failure, and what have you. But let's get into the story anyway. Weary of playing villainous roles in Bugs Bunny's cartoons, Daffy Duck demands his own animated film, but is instead fired by Vice President of Comedy Kate Houghton. Security guard and aspiring stuntman DJ Drake is ordered to escort Daffy from the studio. In the ensuing chase, a Batmobile demolishes the water tower, leading to DJ's dismissal. But Daffy follows him home, where the latter receives a message from his father, actor Damian Drake, who DJ learns is a secret agent. Damian tells DJ to travel to Vegas, contact his associate Dusty Tails, and find the Blue Monkey Diamond. Damian is then captured by the Acme Corporation, led by the eccentric Mr. Chairman. DJ and Daffy depart for Vegas. Yes. Bugs Bugs' routines fail without Daffy, and Kate is told to rehire Daffy or face termination herself. Kate and Bugs arrive at DJ's house, where they find Damien's TVR Tucson. Not Tucson, I mean Tuscan. Well, you get what I'm saying. Yeah, it's a Tuscan. I'm sorry. And use it in pursuit of DJ and Daffy. In Vegas, DJ and Daffy meet Dusty in a casino owned by Yosemite Sam, who is employed by Acme. Dusty gives them a unique playing card, a clue to finding the diamond. Sam and his sidekicks pursue DJ and Daffy for the card, but they flee with Bugs and Kate. When the Tuscan crashes in a desert, the group camps out for the night while Bugs fails convince Daffy to take his job back, with the latter revealing he envies Bugs for being so popular with so little effort and wishes it were like that for himself. The next day, Wile E. Coyote tries in vain to steal the car from the group, and the group eventually discovers Area 52, run by a woman known as Mother. Mother shows the group a short film about the blue monkey, which can devolve humans into monkeys. Marvin the Martian, imprisoned in the facility, leads a group of aliens to try to steal the card, but DJ's group escapes. Seeing Mona Lisa's face on the card, the group conclude they must view the painting in the Louvre. At the Louvre, The group discovered that the card contains a viewing window for the Mona Lisa and use it to discover a hidden map of Africa. Elmer Fudd appears and chases Bugs and Daffy through several paintings to obtain the card. Meanwhile, Kate is captured by Beaky Buzzard and Smith, Mr. Chairman's bodyguard. DJ rescues Kate while Elmer disintegrates into tiny dots after emerging from a pointillist painting. Well, the group travels to Africa and meet Granny, Sylvester, and Tweety, who escort them to the ruins of a jungle temple containing the Blue Monkey. At that point, Granny and company reveal themselves to be Mr. Chairman Smith and the Tasmanian Devil, Taz, in disguise. Mr. Chairman teleports everyone to the Acme headquarters and tricks DJ into giving him the diamond in exchange for Damien's release. Now I'm going to the ending, so you know the procedure. You have 5 seconds to stop this video immediately, go to the description box below, fast forward to the time below as I'm now counting down. If you've seen this already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. Marvin is sent to place the diamond in Acme Satellite's ray gun, with Mr. Chairman plans to turn most of the world's population to monkeys to make his products before reverting the population to people who will buy them while everyone will be turned into mindless fruits. DJ and Kate rescue Damien from a death trap while Bugs and Daffy chase Marvin to space. Marvin defeats Bugs, prompting Daffy to become Duck Dodgers in order to destroy the diamond. The intervention leads to Mr. Chairman transforming into a monkey, leading to his arrest. Bugs and Daffy return to Earth, where it's revealed that the preceding events were staged. Bugs promises Daffy that they will be equal partners before the latter is flattened by the Looney Tunes rings. And in the end, Porky Pig attempts to close the film with "That's all, folks." But the studio closes much to his indignation. End of story. So, what did I think of Looney Tunes back in action? Well, it's been a long time since I last saw this film, but this film ended up being a wee bit of a guilty pleasure, almost as much as Space Jam was, of course. Though the reviews were were factually decent enough, despite the film was a big disappointment at the box office. The film sits at 57% on Rotten Tomatoes, saying the plot is a nonsensical, hyperactive jumble, and the gags are relatively uninspired compared to the classic Looney Tunes cartoons. Metacritic has a decent 64 score, while CinemaScore gave it a B plus. However, Ebert and Roper gave it 2 thumbs up, with Roper calling it a cheerful and self-referential romp, blending animation with live action in a non-stop quest for silly laughs, while Ebert called it goofy fun. Despite its failure, it still got nominated for a Saturn Award for Best Animated Film, an Annie Award for Best Animated Feature, and Satellite Award for Best Animated or Mixed Media Feature. Anyway, the film received the polarizing reviews from critics who considered it to be an improvement over Space Jam and praised the animation and humor but criticized the screenplay. This film did kind of bomb at the box office, going on to make $68 million worldwide against its $80 million budget. Now, Warner Bros. Was developing a franchise revival around the film, subsequently canceled several planned related projects, including new theatrical short films. And it was the final film to be produced by Warner Bros. Feature Animation, and the last theatrical Looney Tunes feature film until Space Jam: A New Legacy in 2021. Nevertheless, I will say it was pretty fun, what have you. It has some pretty fun moments and what have you. Well, the story's not too bad, but it still could have used a little bit of spin and polish, but still proved to be pretty humorous. Now, this will also be the last film to be scored by the legendary Jerry Goldsmith, but due to his failing health, the last reel of the film was actually scored by John Debney, though Goldsmith was the only credited composer and marketing materials, and the soundtrack album only contains his music, although the first and last cues are adaptations of compositions heard in Warner Bros. Cartoons. Dabney receives an additional music by credit in the closing titles of the film and special thanks in the soundtrack album credits. Goldsmith passed away in July of 2004, 8 months, a little over a half a year after this film's release. There was also a video game for this, released on various consoles, the PlayStation 2, the GameCube, and Game Boy Advance. Now, there was to be Xbox and Windows versions, but they were canceled because of the failure of the film. And they were published by Electronic Arts and developed by Warhog Games. I've never really actually watched gameplay of this one. I might, or maybe I have. But anyway, sure, Looney Tunes back in action. I think it was fun, what have you. Now, for our live action cast, we have Brendan Fraser playing DJ Drake, and also as himself. Yeah, pretty good performance of his. Jenna Elfman played Kate Houghton, and I'd say she was good. Heather Locklear appeared as Dusty Tails. Yeah, she was pretty good. Joan Cusack played the character of Mother, while Bill Goldberg, while not speaking, appears as the character Smith. Former James Bond Timothy Dalton takes on the spy role of Damian Drake. I had to give him credit for that. But Steve Martin kind of surprised me in playing Mr. Chairman. Yeah. And there's an all-star cast of others, and there's even cameos by the late great Dick Miller, who happened to appear in some of Mr. Dante's work, including Gremlins and the original Piranha, and lots of other films. The late great Roger Corman appeared as a Hollywood director. NASCAR driver Jeff Gordon appears as himself, and same with Matthew Lillard as he's talking with Scooby Doo and Shaggy, who I'll get to in just a moment. They have cameos as well. They also have Kevin McCarthy, also from the original Piranha, in a cameo, who most people would remember him from the cult classic UHF with Weird Al Yankovic. And while we do have appearances from Peter Graves as a civil defense film host and Michael Jordan as himself, used with cameo via archive footage from Space Jam, but unfortunately those two were uncredited. And of course, you may remember the late great Mr. Graves from the original Mission Impossible series. Now, for the voice acting cast, voicing Bugs, Daffy, as well as Sylvester, Beaky Buzzard, and even Mama Bear, who appears in this, those three bears are in this, is Joe Alaskey, who took on the roles of some of these here characters. Of course, Alaskey recently did the voice of Stinky and Casper, and also was Uncle Beano Frolic on the cult classic 80s sitcom Out of This World. Jeff Bennett voiced Foghorn Leghorn and Yosemite Sam and others. And one other, Nasty Canasta. Billy West was Elmer Fudd. Let's see, and Eric Goldberg was Marvin the Martian, Speedy Gonzalez, and Tweety. June Foray once again was Granny, and Bob Bergen was Porky Pig again. Now, Casey Kasem reprised this role as Shaggy, of course, since What's New Scooby-Doo was on the WB network at the time. And Frank Welker took on Scooby-Doo's role as well. But there was lots of others. Actually, Brendan Fraser actually provided his vocal effects for Taz, as a matter of fact. And even a Tasmanian she-devil as well. So you gotta say that's a pretty reasonable cast, and what have you, or should I say decent cast. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, while it may not have been a big success, Looney Tunes Back in Action, I feel like it's an underrated film, but don't have to take my word for it. But I think you'll really enjoy this. If you didn't think Space Jam was good, then you might want to look into this film, and that might change your opinion. But again, you don't have to take my word for it. So I say I would I would say, well, the direction's pretty good. The score from Jerry Goldsmith, rest in peace, was good. And it has a great cast, great characters, and what have you. And, of course, some pretty good humor. And the animation's good. I'd say this film is worth a one time watch. That's it. Give it a one time watch. You might enjoy it. So what did you think of Looney Tunes Back in Action? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow, make the views grow. Tell all your friends about my channel, give them to know me. Maybe they like to be a part of my Big D Nation. Share my vids with your friends if you like. Join me next time when I bring to you a spoiler-free review of a new Netflix film coming up called Back in Action. Yes, this is a Back in Action, a film called Back in Action coming up. Can you believe that? I'm going from Looney Tunes Back in Action to a film called Back in Action. Boy, I don't know what to say. Yep, I was right. So anyway, if you like my review of Looney Tunes Back in Action, check out these other Looney Tunes flicks and what have you. You can check out my review of Space Jam in the upper left-hand corner, or go to the upper right-hand corner and see my review of one of the great compilation films of the Looney Tunes films, short films, and what have you, in the Looney Bugs Bunny movie. Or if you'd like, check out my review of one film where Bugs and some of the Looney Tunes did appear in with a few Disney characters in my review of Who Framed Roger Rabbit in the bottom left hand corner. In the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya, and that's all, folks. Bye now.